Hello, I'm HarryPearce and I'm running Medal of Honor Allied Assault. Since we're like 20 minutes behind schedule, we're gonna start right away. So countdown is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So this is Medal of Honor Allied Assault, the base game from Spearhead, which I ran yesterday. This is a Quake Engine 2001 era World War II shooter game. I'm playing on easy, since it's any percent. The run is not particularly difficult. Well, it is quite long. It's like about an hour and a half, with severely bad luck. There aren't that many glitches. There's like only one OOB, so it's not very technical, but there's a high degree of RNG because of the way aiming system works in this. You don't have aim down sight, so accuracy is not the single factor when it comes to defeating enemies. Sometimes you just get bad luck and the bullet spread just screws you over because you only have hip fire. So this is a introductory cinematic sequence. Everything goes wrong apparently, and it's basically a pretext into throwing me into a situation where I'm alone murdering a ridiculous amount of Germans. So starting off here, I'll shoot this guy with a pistol, then I'll shoot once into the barrels which explode. What I'm trying to do here is get to the basically objective as quickly as I can. And killing as many as I can along the way. There is a squad of soldiers that is following me, which I need to proceed. So I'm gonna throw a bunch of grenades here. Rip. I'm taking this MP40 because it's very useful. Here we go. Okay. So the way this level progresses is I have to wait for the squad to get into position and then use this door. Like this. So this is basically an ambush where everyone dies, and then I will proceed on my own to murder the entirety of the Third Reich. So this is a scripted sequence where I have to kill a set amount of Germans with... I don't think it necessarily has to be this machine gun. And there is a certain point after... Oh yeah, when that guy pops out and I kill him, everyone just suddenly has a heart attack and this door opens. So that's the first level. Right out of the start, I'm going to throw this lobbed grenade that hopefully kills no one. Great. That's a glitch that sometimes happens. You could possibly see that it actually exploded right next to the Germans, but it didn't do any damage, and that's a glitch that sometimes happens. So there's a dude that I have to rescue and follow around. Realistically, how that works is he's following me around, and what I can do in this game, unlike the other game, unlike Spearhead, is I can shoot him to skip a dialogue. Also, the thing about this level is there is a script running in the background that permanently checks how far this guy is away from me. So if he is further than 3,000 units of distance away and I don't have line of sight, he dies. He's like killed by a trigger. So yeah, that's something I have, and if he dies, the mission fails. So that's what I have to just watch out for.
We've got to recover them or this mission is lost. They're probably in the commandant's office.
So this is what I mean when there is a RNG factor to the accuracy. Sometimes I just kill him in one hit, and other times something like this happens where I have to spend several seconds shooting at him before he finally dies. So here what I'm doing, this is basically a fortress that is manned or defended by MG42 nests. And these MG42 nests are quite nasty. So what I do is shoot the MG42 gunners and shoot the searchlights. What this does is break a sequence that allows me to just go in the front door, because the way this is meant to be played is that you sort of go around through this tunnel, like a sort of a back entrance. And again, I have to watch out for that agent not to get too far from him. That's why I keep constantly saving, so that if he actually dies, I can not lose too much time. I go down here to clear out this room, because I'll be going there eventually, and then this guy has scripted sequence where he picks up the papers and he has a dialogue. I skip it by shooting him. Then I'll just follow him around, because the next step of this mission is picking up explosives and blowing up a bunch of flag cannons that are positioned on a beach. I cannot really get there because it's way too far, and this guy would die if I would just take off. Nobody speedruns this game, apart from... Well, I don't speedrun this game anymore as well, but very few people throughout history have taken interest in speedrunning this. My very first speedrun was actually of this game, and it was a segmented speedrun back when that was a viable way of making speedruns, but yeah, nobody really does segmented runs anymore. And there were like 2 people, that was like 6-7 years ago, that were interested in doing that, but even then the interest was fairly paltry. So what I do here is just place a bomb that blows up this gate. The explosion doesn't really kill me, so I can just stand on this and run up. Here I will murder everyone, because again, I need the agent to plant the second explosive. I can only plant one of the bombs, and the guy is scripted to plant the second bomb. And there is a optimizational... Is there someone alive here? Oh, what the hell? Hello. Okay. This is what he does. Basically, when you start shooting at someone, the AI of the dude just starts aiming at him through walls. So that's something that costs you time. So here, after he plants the bomb, I use the gate and return to him, because using the gate triggers the dialogue. Like, is a condition for him to start dialogue, which at the end of which the level ends. So I use the gate, shoot him to skip the dialogue, and the mission ends. So here I am finally alone, where I don't have to bother with AI and stuff, and I have to cut these supply lines, fuel lines on these trucks to quote-unquote disable them. So that's a mission. I'll just... There's something weird happening where my use key is not registering properly. So on this easy difficulty, I'm not really that much bothered by the damage I'm receiving, because most of the time it's nowhere near enough to kill me. There are some instances where I actually am in serious trouble of dying, but that comes later. Now is not the time for fear. So here's another objective that I have to do, just plant a bomb. Oh yeah, I've been planting bombs on various tanks around the area, which again is part of the mission. So there's an MG42 nest, 2 of them actually, that scan around with searchlights. And the MG42 nest won't shoot you unless you get into the spotlight or destroy the spotlight. So now I blew up all the tanks. I can just move through here. Don't necessarily need to kill those guys, because at the end all my health is restored. And the MG42 nest noticed me. That's don't shoot me, bro. Oh, this is the end of the trigger. It started shooting me in the end, but didn't manage to do anything. We're entering one of the levels that is basically a trope of this series of games. It's an auto-scroller, where I shoot things with one gun or the other. In Spearhead it was the mission with protecting the truck. Here it is just driving around in a jeep and a 30 caliber machine gun and shooting a bunch of stuff. As it's an auto-scroller, I cannot do anything to speed it up. There is one section which I can... this section here, if I don't destroy this wall, then the car won't proceed until I destroy it. So that's the section where you can actually lose time, but again, no way to really gain to make it any faster. The only way not to screw up is basically to destroy the fence in time. So there's a bunch of dudes that have been made immortal for a duration of their animation. Again, I don't really need to worry about health in this because their health gets reset in the next level. And there's some fancy stuff happening with the NPC. I usually do that. I usually leave this guy alone to shoot his rockets because it's funny. Oh, rest in peace. So yeah, particularly boring mission. Nothing too lively about this. The next mission is slightly more interesting, but again, it's still an auto-scroller. It's basically two-part auto-scroller.
Get ready, we're almost there.
Yeah, so my health got reset, and behind me is a truck with soldiers. So I'll just sort of kill them all. And the primary purpose of this mission is to destroy 12 aircraft, as you can see in the objective display in the top left. It's really important. What happens is that the AI will drive the truck around the airfield in a cycle, and if you don't destroy all the planes in a single cycle, he'll start another one. And you really don't want to do that because the cycle is like a minute long, so it's a minute time loss if you miss a plane. So it's not particularly difficult to do, but yeah, it'll sting if I screw that up. I don't think I ever managed to do that. I don't think I ever screwed it up because it's quite easy to shoot the planes, but hey, it's the first time for everything. In the next mission, my level doesn't actually carry over, so I have to be somewhat careful. Yeah, these are the planes that I'll have to destroy. So I'll just keep the machine gun trained on them for a bit, and then they just sort of fall apart. There's another reinforcements truck. I just shoot these guys and proceed with the... Hello, go away. Proceed with this plane slaughter, I suppose. Yeah, one of the planes is taking off. It's not possible to destroy it, so he'll just get away. And it's not even counted as an objective. Basically now the objective is done and the AI will finish its cycle and drive to the exit of the level. And the plane comes back, the one that took off. And he hit me. It took some minor damage, but it's fine. Can't skip the dialogue here, unfortunately, because he's not tangible. He's sort of part of the car or something. So here I'll take the grenades and destroy communications equipment. What that does is trigger an elevator to go up. It has a bunch of Germans, and I'm going to let them leave because. Okay, so guess we're all going down. That's fine. Please move. Yeah, this happens. That's highly unfortunate, but it's a good demonstration. The gun will stuck the elevator in place like that. That's why I didn't want to kill them, and I wanted to let them leave, but their AI broke, which is something that never happened. Yeah. Anyway, then I proceeded to kill one of them because I actually erroneously thought I had to exit from the other direction. That's not this elevator. Some other elevator later on has the exit on the other side. This one has the exit on the same side. So that was a bit of a cock-up on my end, but again, the AI somewhat conspired to screw me over. And basically what I had to do is shoot off a magazine from the rifle, so I would be able to pick up the rifle blocking the elevator. Yeah, it's a bit somewhat complex, but there we go. Anyway, here I finish an objective, and this game has no fall damage. So I can, well, it has fall damage, but all the fall damage is the same, which is 4 points of damage. So I can jump that height and sort of get to the exit more quickly. Or faster, as it would be grammatically correct. Would you stop shooting me? I don't have particularly much health left.
Hurry, pal.
And this is the first mission. Yay, I even got a medal. So now we're in Norway and we're trying to sabotage a submarine or something. So wait, there's the guy from the first mission. Again. I'll wait until he starts moving. And then I... Oh! Hello! You're not meant to be alive, dude. Please die. Thanks. Anyway, this is a timed sequence. At the end of it, he dies. I cannot do anything about it, because there's sort of like a sniper shot that you can hear in the distance that is not really connected to anyone. And I have this pistol that basically kills almost all the times in one shot.
Pal, go on without me.
So it's very good, but it doesn't always hit, because again, it's subject to the same RNG thing. So I'll throw the grenade here to hopefully kill the dog. The dog didn't die. And the dog does quite a lot of damage, even on this difficulty. There's another dog, so I'm just gonna throw a grenade over here, and that's a lot of Germans. What I'm doing here is stealing documents, stealing plans for something or other. Please die. The dog came up over... Okay, don't. That's not something that happens, usually. Usually the dog doesn't come all the way up here. And I am really, really low on health. So I'll just have to kill more Germans than usual. And I really need that health pickup. Okay, fortunately the Germans randomly drop health pickups. So yeah, now I'm back to 100 health with some time loss. I maybe shoot this guy. No? Okay, that's fine. So, in this game, you are faster with your gun holstered. That's why I keep putting it away. Which is, I think, something I forgot to even mention yesterday. So I'm gonna throw grenades down there because there's a dog and a bunch of Germans. Hopefully they die. The Germans die, but the dog didn't. Rip dog. So there's a sniper up there. It's really not worth shooting him because there's very low chance of me actually killing him. But instead what I'm gonna do is just reload this, because I will be using it in the next level. Yay. So this next mission is a sort of sneaky infiltration mission, where I pick up a German uniform, and suddenly I'm one of them, I suppose. I even got a bunch of papers, which this guy checks. I'm just gonna flash him like this, and he'll leave me alone and not trigger the alarm. At least for a little bit. Because what I'm gonna do is destroy this prototype radar detector thing with a grenade, and the alarm started for some reason, which is not usually what happens. But again, marathon luck. Luck, even. I didn't know why I say luck. Oh yeah, the pistol is for some reason highly penetrative, so it just sort of goes through the Germans. Those two guys aren't usually there. That's why I use the pistol in the first place, because usually I just kill the one guard, which is static. But these two guys, these are dynamic. These are not part of the script generally. So what I need to do here is kill these dock workers that are working on a submarine, because they become a trigger later when I'm escaping this submarine here. So now I'm inside a submarine, and I have to blow it up by placing explosives on torpedoes. I'm just gonna stun this guy. Oh, he died. Well, unfortunate for him. So now, these people over here are basically triggers that are blocking the exit. When I kill them, the fence opens. That's why I had to kill the dock worker, because not killing him would block this fence from opening. So that's the end of that. I don't have to wait for the submarine to actually explode. What follows is just a stroll through the submarine pen. These guys can't really damage me to the point where it would be relevant, so I can just run to the exit. Bye. And I exit this level by climbing into the ducts and doing some good old-fashioned vent climbing. Crawling, even. I don't know if it's climbing. There's a cockroach over here that can actually block you. It looks like just a texture on the ground, but it's actually physical. Sorry, dude. Yeah, there's a bit where the Germans are talking. You can hear them talking about how there's an intruder in the vent. And at the end of the conversation, basically one of them says, I'm coming after him. And that's him that dies. So before he even manages to like say that or state his intention that he's going after me, he dies. So there's another MVP German that sort of opens the grill for me, and I can leave because I'm apparently incapable of interacting with objects like a grill to open it. The game is highly scripted, so to give that cinematic feel, I suppose, but it doesn't really interfere with the gameplay because the gameplay is still good in this. Now, if I have a grenade, I don't have a grenade. Okay. Usually, what I do is just throw a grenade into the middle of this area here to panic the AI, because the AI reacts to grenades by just panicking, running around, and more importantly, not shooting me. This is the final section where escape train arrives with a bunch of AI friends. And I'll just run through it. This guy is completely unfazed by what's happening, which is fine. And that's the end of the second mission. And now comes the recreation of the Omaha Beach scene from Saving Private Ryan. Yeah, if it looks choppy on your end, that's because it's actually choppy in the game. Yeah, when you're in this sort of when you don't have control, when you have this sort of locked, when the game takes control away from you, something weird happens and the game becomes like really sketchy, choppy. I see it as well. Like it's problem at a source. It's not on your end. It's not the stream's fault. Hey, that's somewhat. That sucks. Yep. Not the waves, the view, the turning around. If you can see, it's sort of like oddly jumping around as if it's snapping to an angle or something. Yeah, I don't have frame rate locked in any way. It just goes up to 96, and that's where it caps out. I don't have necessarily problems with the rest of the game. Just these cinematic sequences are kind of weird. So what I'm doing here is basically 3-point. This is again reminder from Spearhead. This game loves to do its scripted damage events like this. Basically, when I am out of cover, I am receiving scripted damage. That stops after a while of being in a cover. On easy, the damage is so low that I can basically just hide only like 2 times before getting to the end. I basically have 1 health left, but fortunately there is a medic that restores all my health. So I pick up the objective and receive some more damage and give this guy the explosive tubes that would clear this barbed wire. You don't need those helmets. Just throw them away, it's fine, you don't need them. Because you're all going to die in a scripted event. And a bunch of you just gonna die in a scripted mine, I suppose. So it wasn't probably really visible, but these guys weren't there before the shingle exploded, or before the barbed wire exploded. Now I can shoot them finally. There's still no one in these actual bunkers. I cannot really throw grenades there, or there's just flashes of... It's just VFX. What I do here is try to shoot these dudes in the machine gun nest, so that they... Yep, that's marathon luck. Okay, let's try doing that again. Okay, I'm not sure why is this happening, because it's really difficult to shoot them when they actually... Okay, this has to be glitched though. I don't get this. These people are not dying. Okay, whatever. This is absolutely atrocious. I have no idea what happened there, but I really need to kill them because they will do insane damage to me and I wouldn't be able to proceed. I have no idea what that is. Also, I'm basically relying on RNG to kill this guy. But fine, that worked out well this time. But goddamn, what the hell was that? Yeah, just aim down sight. Oh wait. Go away, dude. Please die. Okay, that was... Sometimes the damage is also random. If this can softlock, I'm not aware of it because it never happened to me. So I throw a bunch of grenades here. Okay, whatever. Please die. Thanks. And that's the objective. That's the end of this mission. Thankfully, everyone died in a grenade strike. This door opened and now I'm exiting. What I'm going to do now is restart the game. I will explain why in a bit. So when you load into a level for the first time, you throw grenades further. And this will become important in a little bit. Okay, I think that's everyone. Basically what I'm gonna do is... That's not everyone. No, it is everyone. He just kind of was delayed. I'm going to use grenades to very fast track a sequence where I'm killing a lot of Germans. Oh no, I need to break this window. Okay, that's...
We've been trying to find our regiment ever since, but there are snipers everywhere.
Hopefully that's enough. No, it's not, of course. Okay. I hate marathon lock, like seriously. I've done it about 5 runs in a row without fail. But because I'm an idiot, I actually switched to a fucking pistol that doesn't break the window. And I have visual clues in that broken window where I'm supposed to throw the grenade. So yeah. And I didn't switch to... Yeah, okay. I didn't do the setup properly. Thank God I put in an estimate of 140 because, by the way, this is gonna be fairly accurate. Like my PB is 118. Usually I complete like a marathon sort of run in like 124. But goddamn, this is not one of those runs. This is not one of those runs that has a chance of ending sub 125. So here, there's a bunch of snipers. I'm just going to cover this area with grenades to flush them out. Okay, that's it. And there's a third one over here. The reason I'm going over here is to pick up a radio, so I can call in an airstrike on a cannon that will kill me. In a scripted way, if I don't destroy it. Oh, please don't do that. Okay, whatever. Yes, yes, you're not dead. Congratulations. There's a scripted army of Germans coming over this. Coming over this fence that absolutely did not die from my grenade. So here's the 88 cannon.
Roger, target acquired.
And yeah, I have to wait for him to be blown up by an airstrike because otherwise there's no way to get past this. There's a scripted just thing where he just kills you. So now I have to go destroy an anti-air weapon so I can call the airstrike again because there's another cannon just around the corner. The marathon is behind by about 20 minutes right now, I think. Like my estimate is very conservative, so I should catch up if I don't have any more of insanely bad luck. So here's the anti-air gun that I blow up. And I don't have any more grenades, which is bad. Because there's a lot of Germans coming over here. From this corner. Don't I really have to bother with them? Because my health gets reset at the end of this mission. And I am at the end of this mission. Hopefully the AI that's following me doesn't die. And here's another cannon. There's a scripted point, a trigger that if I cross, I die, regardless of whatever you're seeing, however it's shooting me, if that cannon is alive. So I have to wait for it to actually explode. So what's coming up is an OOB skip. And it's done by using a rocket launcher. And this dude. Okay. So I used the rocket launcher to boost myself. And now I'm out of bounds. I jumped on his head, then jump on the roof of a bunker there. And now I'm under the map. Which fortunately has collision volume sort of underneath it. So I can follow this road that I would normally follow to get to the end of the level. There's a lot of bizarre things you can see from under here, like there's a dude's legs sticking from underneath this half track. Funny that, I can't really hit them. So yeah, wonders about. The Germans don't really know what to do with this fact that I'm actually running underneath them. This guy starts reloading his MG42 very frantically. So there's a lot of things I would have to do in this level if I didn't go out of bounds, like fight this tank, and there's massive amounts of infantry that would spawn progressively throughout the level. And I exit this out of bounds state by jumping through this hole, this crater that is here, that is deep enough for me to actually reach. And that skips the most of the level. There's just one final bit where I destroy the rocket launchers that were featured in the Spearhead expansion I played yesterday. It's like the 6-barreled rocket launcher. Yeah, that's it. There's like 4 of them in there. And I do a little trick to get to them because they are protected by a minefield over there. So I cannot run up to them quite yet. I mean, I cannot run up to it directly, right? I just have to go around this minefield, all the way over there. But what I can do is just hug this barbed wire, and you can see the mines like triggering, but it's only the sound that plays. The mine actually doesn't explode. So I can sort of skip going all the way to the bunker and then coming back, which saves time. And that's the end of the 3rd mission. Coming up is a very uncomfortable one, where there's some AI managing again, which is the worst thing about this run. So I throw a bunch of grenades to hopefully ease my life. Give me the thing. Okay. Apparently, I'm supposed to pick up MP40 from one of those guys, but it apparently fell under the level. I'm really on a tight bind here because I have to not get that guy to talk to me. Because right now I still have the objective to locate the downed pilot, which is the AI that's following me. And I need him not to talk to me, because that triggers all kinds of things that I do not want triggered.
Yeah,
And also I still need to kill most of these guys because they would potentially kill the pilot. So there's a sniper over there. It's really awkward to kill him because there's an invisible wall that I cannot shoot past. This guy is very awkward to kill because he has large health pool for some reason. Then I have to eliminate this MG42 nests. Okay, that's fine. And I have to keep one of the Germans alive because killing all of them will spawn a truck coming in just over the bend, and that would potentially kill the AI that's following me. The reason I need the AI alive is so that a trigger works at the end of the level here. What the hell? There's a hidden passage underneath this altar, and I cannot use it. I cannot. You can see this one. There's a brick or a button flashing over here, and I cannot use this unless this guy is near it, like such. Now that he came close, I can actually use it. I don't need to skip that dialogue. I just hate him, so I just shoot him in the face. Screw that guy. So here is what appears to be a woman with a very odd bone structure.
You didn't have too much trouble getting here, I hope. You won't want to use those guns you are carrying.
And she steals all my shit
Noise.
and leaves me with a silenced pistol. And a grenade. With the stipulation that my guns make too much noise, which makes all the sense in the world that she would give me a grenade. I don't understand this, but okay, whatever. Never mind. There's a guy with an MP40 right here. So that's that. This is an RNG bit, where I just have to hope to God that this guy would die. Because otherwise, I'm looking at a lot of damage intake from that MG42 nest. What follows here is just blowing up these tanks, like a lot of times, all previously in this game. Just planting a bomb in their fuel tanks. And I have picked up a Car 48. Oh, yeah, Car 98 even. Sniper rifle that I will use like once. Which is right here. A dude in an MG42 nest. Rest in peace. I'm blow up that fuel dump to kill a bunch of dudes. Now there's a MG42 nest with the... Okay, so what I'm gonna do is just wait for the searchlight to continue along its cycle, because it's actually capable... Oh, that... Oops. I blew up a fuel tank in my face. Fortunately, it didn't do all that much damage. There will be a health pickup later on. Sniper rifles are useful in this game, and I even will be using them. Like, it's definitely useful in the game. For the run, maybe not as much, but I still will be using it later in the run. In one very, very bad mission that's coming up. Well, it's basically next. A mission, not level. So the game is split up into missions that have, like, individual levels. So here's another skip, a glitch, an OOB thing, whatever you want to call it. That helps me skip doing a bunch of song and dance about planning bombs and pushing levers. Basically, I jump on top of this fence in a special way where I let go of the forward key. And then press it again in mid-jump. It's a tricky thing to execute, but allows me to jump higher and jump over the fence like this. How that mission is supposed to end is that after doing all the song and dance, there is a truck in the middle of the depot with a French guy inside it that takes me away, that exfiltrates me into this here area. I'm not exactly sure why there is a truck with a Frenchman in it in the middle of a German-controlled train depot.
Pull up to the bomb. You'll have to hop out and take cover before the inspectors arrive. Good luck, pal. I hope we meet again.
But regardless of that, here we are.
Go now.
And I've got a shotgun. Keeping up with the theme of silent weapons. I will never use it, because it's useless. So I killed this guy with a silenced pistol. Well, not sure why I do that. In the end. Oh yeah, because I'm trying to keep somewhat of a semblance of stealth. Because if I were to be noticed, an alarm were to be raised, it's going to spawn a bunch of guards in perpetuity. So it's basically a gauntlet that it'll keep spawning like 2 response teams, like 2 dudes in a response team that will just keep coming after me and spawning around the corner, and it is annoying. So try to avoid that as much as possible. So I used an objective through the wall here, which is just sort of a radio. Next up I'm going to pick up... not exactly sure what I do with the radio, I just sort of change the dials on it. I think it's... and Germans don't remember the frequencies. So next up I'll just pick up the driver's manual for a tank. Just so I know where to put in the ignition. And stuff like that. And where the AC is. What's coming up? Next up, I have to steal some battle plans. I'm just gonna throw grenades around to disrupt the AI. Oh, what the hell? Just to make them freak out and not shoot at me. Sometimes it kills them, sometimes it doesn't. But it doesn't really matter because I'm really in and out really quickly. And there's the alarm, which usually around this time triggers, so I'll just turn it off. Yeah, this is one of the guys that spawns and chases me, regardless of where I am. He just knows telepathically where I am and just keeps coming after me. Please stop dying slowly. The annoying thing about this game is that people with death inside the death animation still have collision boxes, so you can get stuck on dying people, which is annoying. And some death animations are longer than others. Yes, basically grenades are clones from Hitman. No, not strictly, because yeah, it just panics them. It doesn't necessarily distract them, it just panics them, which is not necessarily a different concept, but close enough. Boom! Yep, rip German. He was trying to be a hero, because this is something that AI sometimes does. They try to be a hero and either jump on the grenade or try to throw it back. Which is an interesting bit. There's a dog biting my ass right now. I don't mind, because it can't do enough damage to really hurt me. And I save some time by skipping over the truck and triggering the end level manually. And now comes the most difficult mission in the run. It's very fucky, so I'll just concentrate on it. This is the recreation of the destroyed city from Saving Private Ryan, as you might have noticed. There's Germans hiding in the closets. See? I told you. I'm not crazy. And there's a lot of snipers just generally hidden on roofs and in ruins, and it's very difficult to see them. So what I'm doing now is just hope for the best and getting through the level, hopefully not dying. Oops, I started to reload accidentally. So here okay, just to explain what's happening. I'm trying to find a bazooka team. And they can be in like 5 distinct locations. I have to check each and every one of them, and they always spawn in the last one. After I find a bazooka, I basically manipulate the spawn so that it spawns at the end. And then I use the bazooka to open the gate. I don't think that's intended, actually. I think that's something that just happens. And now comes a very nasty part, where I actually have to escort 3 AI through a sniper-infested town. So, first of all, what I need to do is destroy this tank. It takes 3 RPG shots, bazooka shots even. And then I have to clear out a bunch of snipers. There's some air bombs dropping on top of my head. There's a sniper over here. There's a sniper over there. There's one more sniper over that place up there. There's one going to spawn over there. Just throw one more. Yep, he's up there. Are we clear? Hopefully we are. Moving on. There's a dude over there. I think there's one more that spawned here. No, there's no one. I'm taking it really carefully because this mission is all kinds of odd. Also, just a random German spawned over there. Throwing more grenades into where Germans generally are. Someone over there. What's happening? I'm not exactly sure where the AI is. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure. They're quite behind for some reason. Now, there's more Germans that are hiding in closets. Not sure why the Germans are hiding in closets, but there we go. Okay, that's one dead. Switching over to sniper because that one might be over there. No, over there. No, over there. Yep, he's over there. Yep, he's dead. That's fine. Throwing grenades into that overpass to flush out Germans. Picking up this grenade box because I will be needing some grenades. There's a sniper over there. I think he's dead. Okay. Proceeding onwards. I'm gonna throw some grenades down there because there's a lot of Germans there. There's a bunch of snipers here. So I kill them. Kill this guy with trigger spawn of another German in the closet. I actually missed that grenade. I wanted to throw it into the other room. Yeah, I really hate when the AI does that. It's sort of trading shots at each other. Just shooting each other like... No... Yeah, and when they shoot me, I'm not hitting anyone, obviously. But they keep hitting me. Which is really annoying thing. Please die. Okay, so at the end of this, I'm basically stealing a tank, and at least 2 of these guys need to survive.
Let's take this tank and go.
So this was not necessarily 100% optimal, but it was good enough. Like, for just how cancer this level is, that went well. So now I'm in a sort of auto-scroller, kind of like in Spearhead, the final mission. I'm just driving with a tank through the French countryside. There's a bunch of... yeah, there's like dudes with RPGs and stuff that are trying to kill me, but none of them really do enough damage to actually threaten me. And my health gets reset in the other level. Because there's two... this is a two-parter. There's another mission just like this. Following immediately. Yeah, you're annoying, dude. Unlike the previous... unlike Spearhead, this tank doesn't have machine gun. So I'm basically forced to kill infantry with whatever main gun this is. But it's... I think it's like really high caliber. In essence, this is an auto-scroller, because the tank has... well, I guess that's not necessarily fair, because a mission where I'm just running forward, not doing necessarily anything, can be described as an auto-scroller in the end. I still can get stuck on geometry and stuff like that. So I guess it's not necessarily accurate to call this an auto-scroller, because it's not completely automatic. And by that logic, the regular gameplay would be also an auto-scroller. Shooting the tanks stuns them for a little bit. This is not necessarily important, because my health gets reset for this mission. So I don't even need to kill them. So there's a bunch of tanks with fixed spawns. I generally just shoot there. And also these 88 cannons that I'll just kill. The positions are random. Like sometimes one is there, sometimes one is there. Some of the spawns are fixed, some of them are random. So there's a tank over here that I just shoot. And usually there's an 88 over there that I missed. Excellent. Oops, never mind. Never mind. You're not seeing anything, dude. That tank is not dying. Won't bother with it anymore because there's this tank. And there's an 88. Oh, good. It doesn't really matter how much damage I take in this section here because, yeah, as long as I survive, it's fine. Obviously on hard I would be dead already because on hard all damage is multiplied by 6. As a general rule. So this is an interesting mission that can sometimes give trouble. What I have to do is get to a vantage point. And from that vantage point I have to first snipe a bunch of people trying to press a plunger that would destroy a bridge, which would fail the mission. And also then I will be calling airstrikes, or artillery strikes even, on a bunch of tanks. Please stop dying in my way and blocking me. It's very inconvenient. So yeah, getting over here is a trigger that makes a bunch of Germans start running towards the plunger, which is over there. There's like TNT... Looney Tunes fucking classic TNT detonation plunger. And I have to kill these guys so that they don't press it. Usually I can do it with a Thompson, but if that doesn't work, I just switch to the sniper rifle. This is a timed bit. Basically, I cannot make it go any faster. What's happening is there's the tank that I... What the hell? Go away. Oh, here... Okay. Fuck off, dude. This is the annoying bit about this level. Basically, some dipshit comes in and just starts shooting me, just starts fucking unloading onto me. And I cannot... I then cannot shoot the dudes in the streets. Now I'm basically with the sniper rifle, with the binoculars, I'm calling in artillery fire on these tanks. And basically, this is the tank that I piloted before. And basically, what you have to do is destroy all the tanks as fast as possible. And there's a few tricks that can make it go faster by sort of working with the tank, checking where the tank is aiming, what it's shooting at, and possibly engaging someone difficult, something else, someone other, so that you split the damage. I don't think that's gonna hit. Yeah. Also, what happens sometimes is it just hits the house. Like the artillery just hits the house for some reason. And dudes just keep coming up here. And there we go, that is somewhat successful. You know, probably just gonna... Oh, there's the boss tank. Basically, when I kill that guy, the level ends. And that's not gonna hit, that's way too early. Also, it blew up the fucking house, so it doesn't matter. It's very interesting how that artillery works, or doesn't work. There's people that coming up here and trying to throw grenades in my face for some reason. Yeah, this is kind of a slow run because I missed a lot of the artillery stuff. The tank should die in about two artillery hits, but obviously I called down like 4. So yeah, this is the final mission. It's rather difficult. What I do here is just blow up... I thought the game crashed there. I blow a bunch of anti-air emplacements. And yeah, that's what I do, I suppose. There's a sniper over there I'm just gonna get rid of. But in the end, I still got hit by something. And I'm trying to conserve health because at the end, at the exit, there's a MG42 nest that can do a lot of damage to me. Kill the MG gunner, which is nice. You people can fuck off. I still receive like a lot of damage from those annoying riflemen that for some reason are able to hit every single shot. Fancy that. Yeah, kill the sniper. I hope I killed him. They usually have... They can have these weird death animations. Yeah, he's not dead. There we go. So in this level, I'm just destroying... I'm still doing the same thing, still destroying more gun emplacements. Battle of the Bulge, I think, was in Spearhead. This is just sort of behind the lines, stealthy, operative mission. Also, saving for some reason now freezes the game for a little bit, which is not something I want, because I really need to quick save a lot. Fuck off and die. But oh well, it can't be helped, I suppose. The save game files are actually rather large for this game, because what it does is it saves a BMP file, a screenshot in a BMP format of where you are looking inside the game. These fucking die. So it gets rather large, the saves, because there's a lot of autosave checkpoints in this. This is another one of those missions where you pick up these guys. But I'm not sure if it's going to work now. Yes, you reload, whatever. Oh, never mind. I think somebody threw an alarm, so yeah. Whatever. I was gonna be nice. I was gonna let you live, but no. There's an alarm going off, but the sound is glitched. Hi, dude. Bye, dude. He's really pissed off at me. Yeah. Sometimes you get just the bad RNG and the NPCs just won't die, like, to ridiculous amount of damage. I think this is because the damage from your gun is actually random. As well as, well, random to a degree. Obviously, hitting various body parts, you do various amounts of damage. But even still, I think that damage is random, further modulated by the fact that your aim is random. So here I stole an STG-44, as well as the manufacturing plants for it. And then I blew up a stockpile. So yeah, for some reason the sound is glitched, and you can't hear anything. You can't hear the alarm. And I'm also running out of SMG ammo. Huh. Yeah, I thought that barracks over there had... You have SMG, thank you. And you have also, thank you for donating to my fund. This actually never happened necessarily to me. The alarm is in sort of a weird state. Like, there should be alarms blaring at this point, because that's scripted. Like, once you blow up the stockpile... Yeah, so there's an MG nest that I'm just gonna shoot. There's another MG guy that I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna throw a grenade into this foxhole. Hopefully, yep, that landed well. After this point in the game, the enemies start using STG-44s against me, and it actually does a ridiculous amount of damage, even on easy. So, it's gonna get a little bit difficult. Kill those MG42 gunners, because they still can really do damage. Alright, I have enough ammo for the next level, because the next level is very gunfire intensive. Ow. Oh my god, are you kidding me? So the reason I'm not using STG-44 is because it slows me down. But I'm gonna use it here because I need to kill these MG gunners in the nests there. I don't really need to bother about health. And what I do here is plant a bunch of bombs in the communications center. I really do place a lot of bombs for something that is basically just a radio. Like 2 or 3 radios. I'm not exactly sure why the overkill. And now I leave. I'll throw this alarm, maybe it'll help. Nah, it didn't help at all. This guy didn't die! Hi! Fuck off. Why are there officers in a goddamn closet? I do not understand this. So yeah, that was sort of intense gunfire scene there. I didn't say much because yeah, you do have to focus on this shit. Dude, go away, dog. Fucking hell. Oh, I hate when this happens. Oh, I hate when this happens as well. Oh, spooky. So what what I am actually trying to do here is get to a radio to phone in to get a train to stop so I can board it, and it would take me to a sort of a bunker that produces chemical weapons or something. There's a lot of dogs on this way, and the dogs can do quite a bit of damage. I always forget about this last one. What I'm supposed to do here is sort of go around to my left around this building, because this is like an entire complex, and blow up a transformer station or something. But I can just throw a grenade over there and this door magically opens. Yay. No mercy to dogs. No mercy at all. You can call Peter as much as you want. And yeah, that's the radio. That just triggers the end after a while. Yeah, you're basically calling Colonel Sanders to bring you chicken wings or something. I don't know. It's fine. This is the final set of missions, like final 3 or 4 levels. You guys don't need helmets. You can just you know, just keep them here. It's fine. It's just distracting you. Don't worry about them. So what you have to do is kill fixed amount of Germans that are spawning inside these towers. And they have this very unfortunate feature that after they hit someone or kill someone, they just sort of scamper off, and you have to play this whack-a-mole game with them. And it's really annoying. He died, hopefully. You have some AI to help you, but the AI is completely useless. As they generally are. I think that's all of them.
All right, pal.
Yep.
Gonna move the train
Very
to the
good.
prison section.
Not very good, but good enough, I suppose. Okay, I'm actually not gonna fuck around with you. I'm just gonna murder all of you because you're pissing me off. Yeah, I have 13 health, which is low amount of health. You generally don't want this amount of health. Now I have 1 health. You also generally don't want this amount of health. Yeah, I'll just have to restart this because this is atrocious. Okay. Now, was that so difficult? None of them drop any health. That's, yeah, shit.
Okay, sir. The door's rigged to blow. It's all yours now.
The reason I need more than 1 health is because there's an MG42 at the end of this thing. It didn't hit me this time, but generally you want to have more than 1 health for that because it's a dice roll. The dude with the STG-44 also have this very unfortunate feature that they have an added pain animation, where they sort of fall on their ass. And when they're behind cover, you can't hit them. So that's annoying. I have no idea where these people come from. But I actually need your fucking gun. Because I think I missed like 3. And I don't have ammo. Oh no! Yeah. Fucking die, dude. Yeah, there's some dude that survived, but it doesn't matter because I've done all the objectives. I have a bunch of objectives throughout all this. About planting bombs, releasing fuel valves, stuff like that. Please don't die and... Oh, I hate when they do that. Okay. Shit. Oh no. I'm reloading, dude. Do you mind? Fuck me. I have 3 health. Oh, I have some more now. I have to be very careful. Also, yeah, the bit about fall damage, you don't really receive any. I like how they just keep shooting me, even though they're down and completely stunned. you can go fuck yourself because I know what you're up to. And it keeps going worse. Because there's even more Germans down here. Whatever. Oh yeah, I now have a gas mask because I'll be releasing like a gas or something at the end. It's very difficult to actually see what you're shooting at and have any sort of peripheral vision at all. Yeah, that's done. And now I release gas and everybody died because they don't have a gas mask. Haha, idiots. And now for a spectacular escape where everything starts exploding. Yeah, explosions and stuff. I hate when they just leave their hitboxes when they die. Yeah, that's that. And this is the final mission, so in about 2 minutes, get ready with the time. Hey, I won as well. Oh, I didn't reload this thing. Okay. We're just gonna wait a little bit. Oh yeah, sorry, getting shot in the head didn't actually kill you. How unfortunate for you. What? Oh yeah, for some reason, these Germans can shoot their... Oh yeah, here we go. And time. Not a very good run. Some would say a terrifically bad run. That's the time. The time is... What, 1:23? Yeah. The estimate was very conservative. As I'm watching, there's a lot of delay on the stream, so for me it just now ended. The delay was very conservative, but the estimate was very conservative. Not sure if the following runner is prepared now. But we were a lot of like 20 minutes behind, so this should catch the schedule up a little bit. That was me. Thanks for watching, even though it was not the spectacular display of gaming prowess I hoped it to be. Thanks for watching and enjoy the rest of your marathon.